Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's learn how to make this baggy pants together. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to measure your client measurements. Measure your client measurement. That's what you're going to do. So when you take your client measurements, the length of your clients, that's the first thing you are going to do. The first thing you're going to do is your client measurements divided by 3 inches. You know why I said 3 inches? Because sometimes when you're working with ashoke, it is actually jump. So to be on a safer side, just mark 3 inches. So you can use your 2 inches for folding, but just to be on a safer side, mark 3 inches. That's what you see me doing here. So you are going to cut these into 5. You will see what I mean by 5 because my client's lap is more than the 4. So I have to divide one of it into 2. You see it when I'm dividing. So you are going to cut this ashoke into 5. You are going to cut this ashoke into 5. That is what you see me doing here. So that is what you see me doing here. You are going to cut it 5 of this length is what you need. 5 of this length is what you need. Five of this length is what you need. So make sure you count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. So I'm cutting another extra one. I'm cutting another one to make it 5. So you can see that I've already divided this one into 2. I divided this one into 2. So I'm going to join 2 1/2, 2 1/2. 2 1/2, 2 1/2. That is for the front part. 2 1/2, 2 1/2. Just watch carefully. That's what you see me doing here. So you will see the way I'm going to place them. So I did the joining off camera, but just place it the way I place it. You can see the way I'm going to place it depending on the thigh of your clients. Depending on the thigh of your client. If your clients have small thigh that is not more than 21, 22, you can use 2 of it. But my client thigh is more than the 2 of it, so I have to join extra half to it. So you can see that it is 2 1/2 now. So you are going to go and join it in your machine. That is what I'm doing here. You can see. So you do the second one also like that. You do the second one also like that. That is for the front parts. That is for the front part. You're going to do the same thing like this. Make sure you align your line together. So this is for the back. This is for the back. This is for the back. The back is going to be longer than the front. The back is going to be longer than the front. So you will see what I did here. You are going to do the same thing for the back. So this is for the back. You are going to do the back the same way I did the front. But the difference is that the back is going to have elastic while the front is going to have band. So you will see what I mean by the back is going to be longer than the front. because I'm still going to join extra 4 inches that I'm going to use for the elastic for the back. So you're going to do the same thing for the back. That's what you see me doing here. Cut the same thing you cut for the front for the back. Cut the same thing you cut for the front for the back. You can see that is 5. So you are going to divide one of it into 2 again. Divide it into 2. So that is what you are going to do. You can see me the way I am doing the back also. So you divide it into 2. You divide that into 2. So you join the way I joined the back. You're going to join it to 2.5 to 2.5. To 2.5 into 2.5. So here is the front. Now let's work with the front. Let's work with the front. So I marked the length of my client. Then I added, I said you should add 3 inches to it. I added 3 inches. So I added 3 inches for the folding. So what I did here is how to get our tie. I divided the hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5. That is how I used to get my own tie, and it has always worked for me. It has always worked for me. Your hip divided by 4 plus 1.5. That is how I get my own tie measurement, because it's going to have band and pockets. So that's what you see me doing here. Then I mark my hip measurements from my waistline. I mark my hip measurement. You can see that's what I'm drawing there. So from the hip measurement, take your hip measurement again divided by 4 plus 1 for seam allowance plus 1. Then from your tie, take your tie measurement. You can see why we joined the half to it, because my client's tie is more than what is actually in the 2. So I have to add extra joining of the half to it. You can see why I have to join half to it. Then you connect it to the waistline. You see what I am doing? Just connect it to the straight line. So whatever you have in the hip, in your tie rather, you mark it straight down. You mark it straight down. But if it is a shaping trouser, you will still have to shape down that part. You will not do it straight the way I am doing my own. It's going to have shape. Sorry, the down part is not showing. So what I did here is I removed 2 inches from the side of the hip side. That's what I did here. So I mark whatever I want from my length, whatever I want. You can see what I'm saying, that I later shape it because it's going to have shape there. So I took what I want for the down parts. That's what I did. I think I used 11. So from the hip side, I come in by 11 inches. Then from that 11 inches, I draw it straight down to connect to the tie. That's what I did here. Sorry that one is not showing, but I promise to do another video on how to cut this ashoke for clearer explanation. So that's what you see me doing there. So I was connecting it to the hip line. I was connecting the down part to the hip line. So for this also I will connect it. I mark 11 for the down part. 11. So from that 11, that's what you are going to use. So you see what I'm doing now. I said I mark 10. Sorry that it's not showing. So just straighten it like that and connect it the way I just did here. because I remember that the client don't want it to be too big, so I have to give it a shape. So that's what you see me doing. That is what you see me doing. Then you are good to cut. So you can cut. You can first of all cut the first one. If it is too strong, you know Ashoke is usually strong. So just cut the way I am cutting. If you come along my video on YouTube, please do well to subscribe, so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first person to see it. Please try and give this video a thumbs up. So that is the cutting of the front. That is the cutting of the front, you can see. That is the cutting of the front. So you know I said it's going to have waistband. I have to cut the excess inches there. So you see what I said the back is going to have. Just cut like, you know, the way your Ashoke is. Just cut it the way I did here. Though I did not show that, I did that off camera. So I cut the Ashoke into, then I join it to the back. Though I've not shaped the back here. So I join it because it's going to have elastic at the back. So just cut one of it, then divide it the way I divided it. What you need is actually 4. So just cut 4 or 5. But what you are seeing here is more than 4, because I still later shape it, because what I need is just 2 for the elastic band. So when you fold the 4 into 2, it's going to give you 2 inches. So but you are going to cut 4 because you needed 4. You can see the way I am using my hemming gum to place it very well. That's what you see me doing here. So you see now I have placed the front to the back. You see what I mean by that I needed just 4 inches. That's what you see me doing. Just place the front and the back together. Then measure the back that you want to use for elastic 4. So that's how it's going to fold to the front after putting your band. Then place it the way I place it. First of all, cut it the way I am cutting it. Place them together. Place them together the way I am placing together. You can see. Then you move it, because you need extra 2 inches for it to lap. You move it to the side of the back also. You move it to the back of the side, then you cut it. You need extra 2 inches. So you move it to the side of the back, then you cut it. Sorry, my video did not show that side. I did not notice that my video is not showing. So just do it the way I am doing it. Do it the way I am doing it. Just do it the way I am doing it. So this is the front. So for the pocket side, just mark 2.5, then down you mark 7. So after that, it's going to give you something like this. So you bend it the way I did. You bend it the way I did. For the up 2.5 or 3, for the side you measure 7 inches. So some people use 8 inches, but I think this 7 is okay for me. So you see the way I bend it. That's the way you are going to bend it. Now let's go to the sewing parts. For the pockets, that's what I'm showing. For the pocket, I did not show you what I use, but what you are going to do is just measure 14 inches down, then 6 inches width. That's what you are going to do for the pocket. So you see the way I am sewing it. sew it the way I am sewing. Then notch that side, because you know you did not notch the pocket side. So notch it together with the in that place that you see me that I bent, you are going to sew it together with the pockets. You are going to sew it together with the pockets. Sew it together with the pockets. So flip it the way I flip it and top stitch on it. Flip it the way I flip it and top stitch on it. Sew it the way I stitch and top stitch on it. Top stitch on it. So you see the way I did, what I did here. Place them together like this. Place them together and let it touch together. Let the side touch each other. Then notch that side where I did, the pocket side. Just notch it like that. So you come down a little bit in the pocket side, in the pockets, in the down one, just come like half an inch and turn it the way I did. Turn it the way I did. Then you sew it from that place that you notch. You sew it from that place. So sew it. The place you notch, that's where you're going to sew it from. Sew it. So you see that. Just do it that way.
I lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà kò send measurement ọ̀mọ̀ ṣé màá tún máa fọdọ́ sí yẹn.
Then you can
mọ̀ pa iṣẹ́ mi ìdámá
the way I am doing
gbogbo yẹn rántí.
just stop
Màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ mi
the way I
náà.
am doing.
Báwọn tó send sí ìyá á jẹ́ send tọmọ náà papọ̀.
Top stitch from top stitch on it. So after doing that, this is the next step to take. So you are going to measure from that place the 3 inches or 2 points. Okay, I think I took 2.5. So if it give you your 2.5, just sew on it. Don't forget to cut off by half inches when you are sewing your pocket, because when you don't leave that, it's not going to give you what I am doing here. Then you can trim off the excess. Trim off the excess. So we are going to join the front and front together the way you see me doing. Join the front and front together. Just join them together like that. Mark your waist measurement to your band. Mark your waist measurements. That's what you are going to use for your band. So now let's go and do that. So I measure my waist. I think I have 8.5. So that's what I'm going to measure for my band. 18.5. So you're going to mark 18.5, but you can put extra half inches to make it 19. You know Ashoke, what I said about Ashoke, that usually jump. So mark 4 inches plus extras 1 inch sewing allowance, because I'm going to fold it. So just watch carefully what I'm doing here. So folding together like that. Use your hand to fold it together. See? Don't put interfacing on Ashoke. Ashoke does not need any interfacing. Ashoke does not need any interfacing. So you see what I'm doing? I'm folding. You know I said I put extra half inch, 1 inches. That's the half of that one that you see me doing. Half of it is what you see me doing. So you see me, see what I did here. I fold the 2 inches. I'm going to remove another half inches. That's where you're going to sew. So you see that's for the band for the front. So just, I think I did not show the sewing part of this, but at least with this you can get it. Just sew it like that. So the one I did not fold, when you sew it, so you flip it and you flip it the way I did. So this is how you're going to get your band. This is how you're going to get your band. I think I'm joining the front and the back together. The front and the back, joining them together. Joining them together. Joining the front and the back together now. That's just joining it half an inch. Joining it half an inch. So watch the way I'm going to do the one that has elastic for the back. Just watch carefully. You see what I am doing? So put them together, then I flip out. Join them together like that. That's where your elastic is going to lay. That's where your elastic is going to lay. So you see. So just join. I think I have joined the back. So I am joining the side now. So just join with half an inch. Join that with half an inch. This is for the thigh side. Join it with half an inch straight down. 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 We have come to the conclusion of our baggy pants. So I'll be uploading how I make the cargo pocket in another video. Stay tuned when I upload so that you'll be the first person to see this. Thanks for watching. Bye.